everyone. Welcome to Build Brunch, the daily morning show where we talk about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Allie Colbert.
I'm Michael Cohen. Hi, everyone.
Lift off!
Lift off!
Today we're going to talk about Jordan Woods breaking her silence on the red table, the reason pizza is now the breakfast of champions, and why you should book a getaway with your closest friends ASAP. Plus, fashion designers Emily Current and Meritt Elliott join the table. But first,
still looking for a fling for spring break? Well, Tinder has college students covered. The dating app is rolling out a spring break mode that will allow users to swipe through potential matches before heading out to their spring break destination.
Ooh, so many co-eds are gonna get pregnant.
yeah.
I know. I was reading this article that came out about this new Tinder thing for spring break, and literally I was thinking, it seems like someone is out there thinking that we're not reproducing enough.
Yes.
And I think we are.
I think we're good. I think we're overpopulated.
Yeah.
They do keep talking about the teen pregnancy rate dropping, and I'm like, Tinder, you're not gonna help. Stop.
Yeah, although that is obviously something to think about, I think that this is probably a good idea. Because everyone knows that Tinder is like location-based, so unless you pay for that upgrade, you can only swipe in your area, which makes it hard to really catfish people far away.
Yes.
So I think this would be a great move for all those people trying to catfish people.
Or I think it just makes everything more efficient. I'm all about Tinder organizing OCD. Let's make your booty calls efficient by time, by schedule, and you can really set ahead the week going to Mexico. Oh, I have this person at 3 p.m., this person at 6 p.m. I am all about organization. This is great, Tinder, good job.
But doesn't that take out the fun? Like, I've been on spring break, like, you get drunk and you're taking jello shots and you're like, that's the fun part.
That's totally fun, but I also think, though, that if you talk to someone beforehand, that might, like, add to, like, the fun anticipation of, like, oh, I might see these guys. Like, you have, like, a roster lined up of, like, who you might... You have options.
But one flaw, though, is that Tinder is prioritizing people who are going to the same location who are already at the same college. So you're basically just like fucking people you can fuck anyway.
Well, yeah,
Probably
if you
already
it
did.
should be the same college.
Well, if you go to some small school up in Maine, I mean, you know all the 80 people in your class. Yeah, but if you go to NYU, of course, maybe that's like a larger
I think they
pool.
should prioritize fresh genitalia.
But didn't they say they're starting that, and then I think as it gets closer, they would expand it out so you can, like, see other people?
Yeah.
Eventually, it's everyone, but at first, it's only... Why would you
college.
want to see your fucking
That's why you go on spring break, is to get away from the people you go to school with.
You don't want to see the same boys,
Definitely.
girls, whatever. I don't know why I'm so straight.
Whoa.
Heteronormative alley.
I'm just like, wow, I'm straight. Tinder, I'm straight.
Yeah, but I think there's I mean, we live in a world where the youth are just at a bar on the app, like, not talking to people. So maybe this is just, more efficient. So, like, what Allie said, you meet up with that person at the wet t-shirt contest or whatever they do at these spring break parties. And then you like, oh, we hit it off in the app, we're hitting it off at the contest.
Right. I just hope that, all this more efficiency will actually lead to the youth doing something cool with their free time. So, like, I'm hoping if we're making boning that much easier, then they're out there, like, curing cancer?
Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be a lot of research about climate change policy, for sure.
Yeah.
They're going to spend those couple hours in between the dates researching about healthcare and Medicare for all. We'll see. In Cabo, for sure.
Did you guys go to spring break?
No.
No?
Best spring break I went on, went to Disney World with my family. My cousin was 7 years old at the time. That was awesome. We met every princess. It was the best spring break of my life.
Sounds so lame.
Oh, I had such lame spring break.
I didn't do spring break either. Must have been some NYU shit.
Well, we didn't do anything college, but also I had a long distance relationship. So every spring break I'd go to LA.
Oh, I had a long distance. So every spring break I was boring. Sorry.
You know that
Wow.
little,
I don't know.
a little touchy about that.
I went to the University of Nebraska. It's like your quintessential college experience. And so I had the quintessential college spring break 2 years in a row. We road trip down to South Padre. We rented a house on the beach. There's like thousands of kids from everywhere. And I'm telling you, you don't need Tinder.
Oh.
Get down.
Don't need it.
BJC, don't need no Tinder.
If you're good at what you do, you don't need an app, is all I'm saying.
Oh.
So these kids now are relying on technology when they can just like use their own personal greatness to meet people and interact.
Put that on your tombstone. If you're good at what you do, you don't need an app.
You don't need an app.
You don't have social anxiety, I don't think. Like, you seem someone who's like, you're very well liked. Even the fact that you go on 2 spring breaks where you like rent a house, that's like the story of the popular girl. Like, some people need Tinder. I'm serious. Brittany's very well adjusted in that way.
After a couple keg stands, it's even more.
Oh my God, I want to see Brittany.
I will say, I will confess
Brittany's holding her leg
I
for it.
had the record, my first year spring break in South Padre, I had the record on the beach for keg stands.
Oh my goodness.
45 seconds. Thank you guys.
Wow.
That's why I went to college.
Wow, our very own Michelle Obama
Wow.
doing keg stands on the beach.
You're welcome.
It's kind of beautiful.
So
actually.
apparently it's beautiful. Apparently Tinder also now is gonna have a staycation mode.
Yeah.
So my understanding of staycation is it's when you stay home as your vacation. So how is that different than
Tinder.
Normal
Yeah,
Tinder.
normal Tinder?
I was thinking the same thing. I do not get it.
Yeah, so
Literally just like
question mark.
swiping on yourself, being like, guess it's me again.
Me and Jill.
I
It's
love
a match.
Tinder masturbation feature would be
Yeah.
so clutch.
And it's like literally if I download Tinder, it's just gonna be me being like, yep, it's me. Like that's all. I'm just fucking crystals on the daily, to be honest. I'm not even swiping on humans. It's over.
God bless. God bless everyone.
I do love that Tinder is like trying to revamp their approach though. I mean, do you guys think they'll do this for other events or like holidays, or do you think it's like strictly spring break?
Like Tinder, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Tinder's Valentine's Day probably would have made sense.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, knowing Tinder like Coachella would be one they would
Ooh.
do.
Yeah.
Festival Tinder.
Festival Tinder,
Oh.
because that just makes it a lot easier when you're high off ecstasy. There's no
That's
like,
a really
when you're
smart
trying to
idea.
find- It is smart. I'm kind of smart sometimes. So Tinder.
It is smart.
Pay me.
Do you feel that people don't think
No,
you're
people
smart?
know I'm smart.
You just went, I'm smart sometimes. And we all
I
went,
just want more people to be like, you're smart. But yeah, Tinder Coachella could be good. I mean, it would, people do that anyway there. I mean, there's so
Yeah.
many of the
Yeah.
same white people and bandanas and sunglasses.
And
so
hats.
And
So many of
hats.
those wide brimmed hats.
Again, it's a good place to eat food, Coachella. That's what I did when I was there.
okay.
Okay, well. Jordan Woods is all set to spill the tea on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith on Friday in the midst of an ongoing battle with the Kardashians. The model teased her appearance on Instagram Live as she took her seat at the table.
Guys,
This is
I
gonna
am-
be
It was the most dramatic video I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my
that
God.
walk-on video. And it's also like someone you could hear is like, okay, go, start walking. And she walks slowly, and the camera turns, she sits there like,
and look at that face.
Yeah.
What is she going to say? I mean, I'm
I
like
want to
nervous.
punch that face.
But I'm like nervous for her also
Yeah.
because
Right.
Red Table Talk, if you guys haven't checked it out, I really highly recommend it. It is a place that people come to just lay it all out on the table. They speak very honestly, very candidly. Jada asks very personal things. And so we know that she has this long-standing relationship with the Kardashians. They're very protective of their narratives and their stories. And so this could really be crazy.
So here's my question, because I'm with you on all of those points. Do we think that the Kardashians have actually behind the scenes just approved and orchestrated this entire thing? And
never know.
we're experiencing right now the illusion that
Yeah.
this is going against the Kardashians. Like, do you think she really did this behind Kris Jenner's back with the help of Jada Pinkett Smith?
I mean, Kris Jenner may have sent her a script. I mean, we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
But
She does have an NDA. We know that. The Kardashians make everyone sign that. So if she did go to this without their approval, then she's breaking contract and she could be in a lot of legal trouble. But, you know, like you said, the Kardashians are masters at making us all little puppets in their game. So they might be
But-
playing us once again.
which I highly believe Kris Jenner could orchestrate anything. She probably orchestrated Trump's election. Who knows? But with this though, she could be also going to the Smiths, who also are very famous people, and
Yeah.
of course in their own right, they're actual actors and performers. That maybe this is a way for her to kind of have some sort of protection of kind of another sphere of celebrity
To
around
save
her.
her,
And
yeah.
also,
Yeah.
and this could
And
be
then
the way
Jada
part-
finds her fucking will. She's like, God damn it, Jordan!
Well,
gave you a chance.
she grew up with their children, so she's a
Right.
close family friend with them also. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that this talk would happen, and I think that's why I'm so excited for it, because it's definitely
Right.
going to be intimate. It's not like they're starting from step
Exactly.
one. They already know her. But
Yeah.
I saw some really nice, fresh takes on this story, because I think we all kind of jumped on the bandwagon for hating on Jordan. But then I saw some like really eye-opening threads that called out how the Kardashians are very much guilty of the same behavior that she is, but they've kind of like built her up and then immediately wanted to tear her down for kind of doing the same exact stuff that they're guilty of.
Like what?
Basically like cheating,
Yeah.
Okay.
cheating and like, you know, being out for yourself and
Yeah.
But
trying
this
to elevate
is-
your status.
I mean, highlighting the Kardashian thing that I've always had a problem with. They like to control their image, but then they bring in all these other characters that they destroy. You know, so you look at the men that they've dated, the people they choose, and then they
actual human beings.
actual people that come on, and their whole careers kind of destroyed, or they're like made fun of afterwards. But the Kardashians always stay okay.
But do you feel that they are like quote unquote destroying people in a manner that's like provoked?
Like malicious or
like, because I always think that you're absolutely right. They will take these people down, but it's always like Black China who like was posting these insane videos of Rob. So it kind of feels to me a lot of the time like it might come from like protecting their own.
Yeah, people maybe get in their orbit and then get kind of out of control and they just like bring it back down.
Maybe it's a case by case scenario, but also, I mean, not saying Jordan's innocent because she isn't, but I mean, Tristan deserves more of the blame and the hate. This is, I think, also a classic.
We always go after
society patriarchal. Let's attack the woman and tear her down and call her a whore and burn her at the stake.
But also, nobody wants to hear from Tristan.
No one wants to hear from him, but Jordan's getting an unbelievable amount of hate.
Right, and he's the guy who cheated on his, wife, and they just had a baby.
Yeah. Right.
What do we think Jordan is like? What do we think her story is? By the way,
no,
like,
that's
what is
why
she gonna say?
She's trying to pocket what she got kicked out of that house, trying to take whatever she could in her bags or whatever. Like, that lively.
No, but like maybe she was drunk. Maybe she got caught up. Maybe
she said she was really blacked out. She said she told Kylie. I just listened to on Keep It podcast. They were talking about it, and she apparently told Kylie that she was blacked out. Doesn't remember even going to the party. Was very, very drunk. And the party was that it was Tristan's party. He told everyone no social media, no this, no that. But then meanwhile, this happened. So
I was
maybe
hoping for a secret evil twin situation.
That would have been nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was like a long-going thing.
Well, no, but that's
one-time drunken thing.
Well, it was I think it's a one-time drunken thing, but it maybe would have been better defense. It was like, I'm in love with him.
Right.
That's what the Kardashians always say when they get stuck with their stuff. But Jordan's just saying, I think being honest, saying it was a bad drunk mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
And
she's 22, 20.
Yeah, she's super young.
Kylie and Kendall are still following Jordan on Instagram, but the other sisters have unfollowed her.
Right.
I saw when they posted about her going on Red Table Talk, Larsa Pippen, Kim and like Courtney's like BFF, commented, also Chloe, being like, I hope she tells the same story she told Chloe.
Okay.
Right.
On this show. So I don't know what that means.
I think Jordan may be able, depending on what the story actually is, could get, somewhat not back in their good graces, not back sleeping in Kylie's guest bedroom, but I think maybe slightly forgiven in some way because, if she was...
Yeah. I mean,
she's not the married one. She betrayed the Kardashians, but she's not the married husband with a baby and a wife at home.
And I have to say, this show has sort of taken the place of Oprah, where people are able to have these candid conversations. And like you said, because she is comfortable with Jada and knows his family, it's kind of a safe place. And maybe she's going to be in a position to fix it, versus like a TMZ story or something else that she couldn't control.
Well,
like this.
I mean, if she
a really good move
was blacked out drunk,
then
you have a completely different story than the narrative that I feel we're coming at her with.
Right.
If she was maybe like taken to,
we'll see.
And we'll see. And this comes out on Friday, so I think we'll have a lot to, I don't know what time it comes out on Friday, so we might have to talk about it on Monday, but I'm definitely interested to like digest this with you guys.
It's a big deal for Facebook Watch. I mean, I've never watched anything on Facebook Watch. I mean, apparently 75 million people watch a minute of Facebook Watch a day, so cool.
But that's what Facebook is reporting.
Like, literally.
They didn't let anybody else give those statistics.
It's literally the Russian troll farm who's watching this stuff. But
we don't know.
They're bringing the real world back, which is kind of cool. And they're allowing people, so in Thailand, the US version, the Mexico version, the Thailand version, you can vote for the final contestant to be on all three of those shows. So that's kind of cool in a way. And then they have this animated show with Anna Kendrick and Zac Efron called Human Discoveries.
They're definitely trying to be a leader in the industry. I don't ever watch their content.
Right.
But I don't even see them promoting their content, really. Like, wouldn't that be all over your newsfeed?
Kerry Washington is producing a show for them, and Catherine Zeta-Jones is starring in a show for them.
Yeah, there's two shows that they already have running, one with Catherine Zeta-Jones and one with Elizabeth Olsen, and I haven't heard a single peep about them. And those are great actresses.
Why hasn't there been one banner for that in your
That's what I'm saying.
I don't get it.
They throw so many ads at us. I don't know why we're not getting inundated.
Yeah,
literally
I'm
know
getting
our social security
ads
numbers.
for like stupid things like, oh, this is a cool thing to help get hair out of your clogs, and I'm like, I want content.
Right.
Facebook need to figure that out.
They will.
Instead of
maybe.
hacking it.
We'll see. Anyway, we'll be watching. Moving on, there's a new breakfast of champions, guys. Pizza. Research from a New York-based nutritionist finds that a slice of pizza contains more protein and less sugar than most cereals, making it a more nutritional way to start your day.
Pizza.
Yeah, obviously. Cereal is absolute shit. Like all the cereals, like Lucky Charm, Cocoa Puffs, all that stuff, the junk, that's all sugar. There's nothing in it. So saying that pizza has more protein, because cereal has zero protein. There's no protein in like bread. And there's barely any protein in your like sauce. Maybe you're getting a little from cheese. So obviously it's
Or
more than cereal. This
pepperoni.
isn't surprising to me because cereal's so unhealthy.
Well, yeah, like I like Twix or whatever. That the taste you can see. That cereal. Yeah, I love
Unless
that
you're,
cereal.
all I'm saying
It's
is
good,
unless
though,
you're
but
getting
it's
healthy
sugary.
cereal, you should know
Right.
that the cereal's crap.
Like Go
And
Lean
even
granola.
healthy cereals are still highly processed.
Right.
But I think this news story is for people who still aren't aware that processed foods are poison.
Right.
Which seem to be like a lot of people don't know that processed foods are bad for you. They're like, SpaghettiOs, this is great, my vitamins. And you're like, no.
Or the joke with the cereal, like what's like chocolate, s'mores, and marshmallows. You're like, okay, this is dessert, but people are feeding their kids that every day because they're like, this is cereal.
Yeah.
But at least like the ones that are like okay, like Lucky Charms, you know you're getting sugar. I really get angry with the cereals that are like, oh, this is a packed full of whole wheat, and you're like, that's still trash. Like, stop lying to people. Like those, anything that's labeled like diet or fat-free is poison. Don't put it in your body.
I'm gonna admit, I didn't know until maybe 2 years ago that cereal is bad for you. I was eating cereal pretty much every day, and when I stopped,
Someone slow
We got it.
we all don't.
She
know.
figured it out.
But I will say, when I stopped eating cereal every morning, I think it contributed to me losing like 10 pounds. Because I didn't realize I was eating that much sugar. I don't think people have really realized that sugar is that dangerous until the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really, like the dangers of it, how it affects your system.
And the marketing around food products is some of the most deceptive and dangerous stuff I've ever seen. And it is also, it's so frustrating when you think about, you're like, well, why are they giving their kids cereal? Why are you eating cereal? And it's just like the price point of organic food and buying organic, healthy produce, it's so much more affordable to just buy junk. And
you can get those big bags of cereal for like $3 and feed your kids for a week. It's
frozen food, chips, like that stuff is easy. So there's a really much bigger problem that we need to fix in our country.
I agree. But until then, what I like about this story is that
you get to eat pizza every morning.
Is that when I'm really hungover and I wake up in the morning, all I see is pizza, and it's like early in the morning, and I just won't feel bad. This is breakfast food. This is breakfast food. I've done that. Cold pizza's good.
A lot of people like cold pizza better than hot pizza. I do not, but a lot of people do.
That's a great 30 Rock joke. He's like, nothing's better than cold pizza. Cold pizza? What? You're insane. It's like, I mean, I don't agree with that. Some people really do love the morning after cold pizza.
But I also, like, pizza, I think, is in the same category for me as, like, a bacon, egg, and cheese. And people love to hate on a bacon, egg, and cheese, but I'm like, people do like, oh, that's so unhealthy. Oh my God, you're eating another bacon, egg, and cheese. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting protein.
Well, from Mickey D's.
Look, sometimes you don't control where it comes from.
No, because you like Mickey D's.
Yeah.
This is false advertising right here. You like McDonald's.
A sausage McMuffin.
That is different than a bacon,
Every once in a while, there's still sausage in there, and that is protein.
I think you ate that this week.
I had it like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I see her once a week coming in with a bag. She hides it.
I love switching up the meals, though.
I did hide it this week because I was like, I'm ashamed.
I see you hide it.
Switch like day after Thanksgiving food for breakfast. I've done that before.
Oh, I mean, that's a tradition.
Right. I made cake for breakfast sometimes, not all the time. So don't.
I also eat
once
cake
in a
for
while.
breakfast about twice a week.
I eat
I don't want to talk
ding
about
dongs so often. Like my mom waits outside of my apartment on my stoop, and she'll always give me like a treat. She'll give me like Kit Kats or ding dongs or like anything that's like Little Debbie's, and then I'm like, well, this is my breakfast, and I'm like, I have diabetes, but I love my mom.
Do you remember the time your mom sent us the little packs with like candy and like clementine?
Yeah.
Your mom is the cutest.
Yeah, so much.
Kumquats.
Thank you.
Was it kumquats for Halloween?
Yeah, they were like, it was for Halloween.
Yeah, that was so cute. Oh man, it's. I wish I had a mom.
You do. Your mom was Bam Bam.
Yeah, for Halloween, for when she was like 5. But anyways, what?
Breakfast. I eat RX bars a lot. That's my normal breakfast, which is Allie and I are big RX bar fans. There's a variety of flavors.
They are so good, but they're hurting my jaw recently because it's the chew.
The chew.
And also, it doesn't always help your stomach. Yeah, because it's dates.
But it's like all natural, 12 grams of protein, there's some fiber in there.
But it's high in carbs though.
Yeah. But if you go, I use it like as a pre-workout.
You work out.
Yeah. We know.
You know?
You guys, in other news, studies show that booking a girls' trip or a guys' getaway weekend with your group of friends can seriously improve your mental health and long-term happiness. So everyone should get to booking some flights.
End of story.
End of story. This isn't really surprising.
No.
Right.
What they say scientifically is that it increases the oxytocin in your brain, which we know is like the happy hormone and is really good for you.
It's like having friends.
Yeah.
News. It's good for you. Like, okay, cool.
Well, you guys do this though? I mean, I do. I go on a girls' trip. I have a lot of different groups of friends, but like my college girls, there's 4 of us. What is that funny?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because you do that. And I've only known you for like maybe 8 months, and I think you've gone on like 17 girl trips. And I'm like, God damn, she's got time.
I love to travel, and I have friends who are willing to travel with me.
Which is great.
And it makes me super happy. With my college friends, it's a little different because they like live in the Midwest. Some of them have children. It's a little harder. But we make a point to do it. We plan well in advance, like this article talked about. And it is like the easiest 4 days to like reconnect with them. It reminds you of like who you were when you met. It's like this fun, like they remind you of like things you cared about and like your goals, and it's always like this really positive, beautiful thing. The way you guys are looking at me is so funny.
I think it's so nice, and you really have gone on like, do you go on like a girls trip a week? Like you literally go
like,
away all the time?
You are kind of like a real housewife where like you're on that girl trip like at least 2 or 3 times a season.
Yeah, and we plan our girls trips like the Real Housewives ones. So we did a spa weekend in Arizona last year, and we had a chef come in and make our meals. We went to the spa.
It's so bougie,
like
Real Housewives.
we had like driver, like it was really great.
I love that. That's cool.
How is that at all affordable?
It is super affordable. We're
Plan in advance.
Really, it's so affordable? It sounds really not affordable.
We were in Arizona. It's not like we were in Barbados.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
My friend has, in her friend group from high school, they will go on a trip once a year, and 2 of the friends, they rotate who plans the trip, and they don't tell anyone where the trip is. They just send out a list of what things to pack.
So then who buys the tickets? So someone buys the tickets, they buy later?
Yeah, they buy the tickets for everyone, and they buy the hotel, and they just say, listen, this is the type of clothing you're gonna need, and it's gonna be
I love
this long.
that white girl shit sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm like,
would
where are we
never do
going? When? Like, who's right? Like, I need to know.
No, because imagine, like, if you really are, like, you know, if you really want, like, that beach warm vacation, and they, like, fucking go to, like, some cold place, that would, like, really mess you up.
Well, you know that meme, it's like a ride or die.
Right.
You know, like, I'm not a ride or die. I need to know, where are we riding? Why do we have to die? Like, I want details.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I would love to do more trips with my friends. I haven't done that recently just because I lived in LA and I was working all the time and I was in relationships. I was always with my relationships. So, like, when you're in a relationship, I think it's harder to like be with like friend trips.
Sure.
But now, I mean, I would love to go to friends skiing or something. I'd love to go skiing in like Utah
That's
or
the issue
Colorado or
I
something.
find. I'm like, I've been in a relationship for so long, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna book a trip. I'm always like, okay, I should do something with my partner.
Well, because you save money to do
Yeah.
these nice trips with your significant others, so that's what you spend your money on. So reasonably, so now that if you're single, like I am now, so it's like now I have this money, like, oh, what I would have spent to go see her or go travel, it's like I go now with friends.
Do you think partners? Do you think partners like maybe at times? I could imagine a partner being resentful of you going on like multiple trips with your friends, and I think that would be an interesting thing to discuss right now.
Yeah, good tee up. Well, the article does say that going with friends actually helps you live longer than going with like a family or a partner, because I think there's like less stress involved. And I know my 3 friends that I'm going to be traveling with next month, they're all married.
Yeah.
And so they just take this time for themselves.
They're not bringing their significant
And they're not bringing their significant others, and their husbands are very supportive of it, and they just know that this is what we do. So it's.
I think it's a really way to like actually be on vacation because you're leaving like.
You don't want to kill yourself.
Yeah, exactly. The stress of like personal life at home. You're with your friends you know so well and know you from either from college or high school or even elementary school, whatever. So you have that like giddiness of each other.
We need to do a holiday the 4 of us.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I haven't gone on a trip in forever. I think I might die because I don't travel enough. And yeah, all my friends are like stoners who are like, you want to travel on Netflix? And I'm like, whoa, man, we've been on this menu for like 8 hours. Like, that's the only type of traveling we do.
Travel on Netflix?
We're literally like, oh my God, you know, you can also stream on Hulu.
Let me show you the world.
Yeah, that's it.
No, the 4 of us are going to do a weekend in Connecticut.
Yes, we've discussed this.
We are.
Down.
A weekend in
excited.
Connecticut.
We'll start small.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Okay, so we have to do like stiff as a board, light as a feather. We gotta do
What
like.
is that?
Oh my, what?
Just some witch shit, you know? I'm just
Did you
like
ever have
writing.
sleepovers?
Oh,
Yeah.
light as a
we
feather.
did
Like,
stiff as a-
what is what?
Stiff as a board, light as a feather, bring back Heath Ledger.
Oh, please bring back Heath Ledger.
I have not heard that.
I swear to God, my
spell.
entire
remix.
upbringing was me and two of my friends all came out as lesbians, but we're all so straight at this point in time. Bring back Heath Ledger in my friend's garden. That's what we did every Friday night.
That's
Oh my
important.
God.
I feel like that's like canon lesbianism. Is trying to
I'm
bring
just
back
like, oh,
Heather
that
Ledger.
makes sense.
I just call him Heather Ledger.
Heather Ledger.
Ah, the ultimate babe. And now it's time for today's guests. Emily Current and Meritt Elliott are entrepreneurs, brand builders, stylists, and designers who have created the lifestyle brand Emily and Meritt, as well as the women's wear collection called The Great. Today, they are here to discuss the Female Founder Collective, a network of businesses led by women that support women. Everyone, please give a warm BUILD Brunch welcome to Emily Current and Meritt Elliott. So tell us, how did you get involved with the Female Founder Collective?
So we're friends with Rebecca Minkoff, who started this collective here in New York, and kind of reached out to us to start this on the West Coast, and now we're starting to reach out to a lot of other regions like Chicago and Dallas and Miami. But it's basically a collection and collective of female-founded businesses. It's a network, and it's kind of like a seal, like Good Housekeeping seal, that we're hoping that female-founder and female-led businesses will incorporate into their store or their website or their product to let us all support each other.
Nice. And what does that mean? So day to day, how does it work for you to empower female-run businesses?
Well, you vote with your wallet. So you just buy things that are made by or created by people who you want to support.
Nice. And you two spearheaded the LA launch of this organization. What was that like?
It's been amazing because we've always really prided ourselves on being mentors to people in the community, and this is really formalizing that. And now that we have a store, The Great, in Los Angeles, we now are meeting people there, giving them advice, getting advice. I really think that LA is a hub of great new ideas and businesses, so I mean, people are flocking together to work on this initiative. It's really exciting.
One of the things I love about your story, too, is that you guys met in college and bonded over a love of vintage jeans. And I feel like in college, me and my friends came up with all these businesses that we never created, and you guys actually did it.
We did.
So what was that journey like in the beginning? Was it a lot of like trial and error? How did you even jumpstart?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're gonna do it when you're young and your overhead is low. So we shared burritos at lunch and wrote down our dreams, and we just did it. And it was really during a time where being an entrepreneur wasn't as common as it is now today. So we just kind of, we asked for advice, and we had each other. So on the scary days, we kind of looked at each other and we're like, what were we doing? Do we need to get another job? But no, we did it. And really, when you have nothing to fall back on, and you have to support yourself, you make it happen.
And working with your best friend, I'm sure, is really great. But maybe what are some of the things people need to think about if they want to do that as well?
It's been really wonderful for us. I think that it's either really works or it really doesn't work. I think it's not so much just about, do you have the same idea and you want to see the same idea come to life? It's really like, do you have the same values? Do you have the same work ethic? Can you communicate well? And I think those are things that have served us really well.
Yeah. And you guys, you mentioned The Great a little earlier. So can you tell us more about that?
Sure. The Great was born in 2015, and it's a full lifestyle brand for women. We're in over 300 stores all over the world. Some of our biggest partners are Net-a-Porter and Nordstrom and Bergdorf's. We also have a great direct-to-consumer business. Our website does really well. We have a first flagship store in Melrose, and it's really grounded in casual American living. Denim, t-shirts, army jackets, like the real main event of your life is your life. That's what we dress you for.
Yeah, I love that. That's very real.
It's very real.
And can you tell us a little about what customers can expect from The Great's latest spring 2019 collection?
Yeah, I mean, our whole brand is rooted in easy, worn, washed things, like knits, t-shirts, army pants, denim, just really easy to wear things. We make most of our products within 20 miles of our office in LA. So the spring collection is really beautiful with lots of color and area. This is from spring, and so is this.
These pants
Love it.
from spring.
Love it. I complimented it.
Actually, to add to that, we have a really exciting launch. We're actually launching The Great Sleep. And we just found that women like us were looking for 100% cotton pajamas that were comfortable and things that we really wanted to wear, like that old t-shirt that you've had for 15 years and that was disintegrating. We created that, and it's a mix and match 100% cotton coming out.
That's
Just so on point, I've been for the last, literally not exaggerating, 4 weeks trying to find like the perfect pajamas.
Oh,
which is something I did not care about until right now in my life.
It's important because you spend, you know, half of your day in them.
Yes.
So it's important
so
wardrobe,
true.
right?
Yeah, and you're always looking for pajamas, and I always just settle on that old t-shirt.
Yeah.
I know. Well, this feels like that t-shirt, but doesn't look like that t-shirt.
Perfect.
So,
That's a good call.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
And part of your kind of your namesake, the core of your brand, which I like, is so you're not influenced by trends or what's on the runway. It's all about like instinct and what you feel. They kind of pointed to the pajamas, everything. So what, like, can you talk more about that and why you kind of consciously chose to do that?
Yeah, I mean, since the beginning, since we started working together as stylists, I think we've always been able to survey the market and see what's out there. And we like to kind of accumulate all of the knowledge and then really decide from our gut what we feel like is missing in the market. And usually it's not what everyone else is doing, which has served us really well. But yeah, I mean, we get inspired by the most random things and what we're missing in our wardrobes as opposed to like turning out the same thing as everyone else.
And beyond wardrobe, you also guys work with Pottery Barn, right?
Yeah.
So how's that been like for you?
It's been great. It's been going on since 2011, and more than ever, and it has a lot to do with social media that we see inside people's homes. So your home and your room is really a reflection of your style as much as your wardrobe. So being able to design a room and style a room is just as fun as styling a whole campaign or a season. So yeah, working with texture and color and print and pattern is in a home is really rewarding.
So you guys do like so much. What is next? What haven't you conquered yet that you want to do?
We just, you know, we're trying to do less better, but we keep adding more things to our plate. You know, I think we just want to grow our businesses and grow them thoughtfully and responsibly and, you know, empower the people that we employ to grow. So we're really focusing a lot on the great this year and launching categories and growing our retail platform.
That's awesome.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Well, Emily and Meritt, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You can learn more about the Female Founder Collective at www.femalefoundercollective.com. That's all from us. We'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same table.